sitting in the 2016 ATS V. This is a sedan. This is black raven with jet black accent interior. We also have suede inserts throughout the whole car. Carbon fiber, which is absolutely gorgeous in this car. I mean, they've made this look fantastic. The interior of the whole car is totally different than the regular ATS lineup. There's certain similarities in the car, but this has so much more. This has all red for sport inside your whole dash. You have heads-up display in this vehicle, which you can't get until you get into a performance or a premium in a regular ATS. This car is stronger than death. I can't wait for us to drive it later so you can actually see and feel. I wish you could feel how powerful this car really is for a small car. We're gonna take a little ride, show you what this puppy can do. You can actually feel the engine saying, more, more, more. It really wants more. I'm gonna want more in a second. Hopefully nobody from the dealership is actually watching right now. There's a little bit of traffic, but we'll give you a little bit of an idea of how this car runs. It's just slipping all over the place. Wow. 60, 70. Oh my God, that's enough. Thank God we have so many different features in this car to really keep whoever's buying them safe, because it's a powerful ride. You really should know how to drive this car. They even have a V Academy that you can go to and learn how to really prepare in different situations, because not that this car can get out of hand, but you can get out of hand because it really wants to go all the time. Just feel this. Oh my God. I just passed that car in 2 seconds and I didn't even think I could. Let's get back to the dealership now and we'll go over some more features in this car. The really nice thing about this car is it has a track performer. Later on in this segment, we will show it to you. I went down to the Homestead track in Miami and it was all about the V series. And I'll tell you, I had chills for days afterwards with the amount of power that I drove that day. Let's get out on this lane. But yeah, that thing, wow. A lot of power right here. But when we were on that track, we were going 142 miles an hour. That was the highest that I saw. That we were going around the turns and it actually was wet on the road and it hugged that road like it was on rails. It was just unbelievable how fast and how fantastic these things do handle. Not your daddy's Cadillac anymore. Let's give you a little look inside. Little look inside. Suede inserts behind the doors, on the inserts of all the seats. Little touches in the doors with the carbon fiber. Beautiful car, beautiful car. Be proud to own it. Spoiler that was designed just for the V. There also is other spoilers that come with just the basic ATS, which are gorgeous also, but this is massive on top over here, just to complement all of the skirts. The carbon fiber hood, the splitters, this absolutely gorgeous grille that's been Real popular for Cadillac. Love the new emblem. Lights running down the sides, IntelliBeam headlamps, coolers inside. We could talk all day about this car. There's a lot to know. Earlier we were talking about when I went down to Homestead in Miami on the track with the V-Series training. I wish you guys were there, but I do have a little segment on a SIM card that we can put in here and explain to you how this whole thing works. It's called a performance data recorder, and what it is, it's a performance PDR, performance data recorder. You push on this and you can go into all different segments and you can watch your videos as you're driving in different segments. It's pretty cool, especially when you're on the track.
One more? Yeah. Turned it a little early.
Okay, we're in the ATS lineup still. We've looked at the ATS V coupe. We've looked at the ATS V sedan and we've driven it. Now we're looking at the ATS coupe in a 3.6 performance. This is a well-equipped car, upgraded, brushed, polished wheels. Fantastic looking car in black. Black Raven is the real name for this car. I just love the way the coupe's door. Years ago, the doors were always big and clumsy. This is the right size. They really captured the right size on this car, and I'm really thrilled about it. We're gonna take a little test drive, so let's see what the difference is between what we drove before and what we're about to drive. Here we go. Here we are in the ATS coupe. We're going to take a little ride so you can feel a little bit of a difference between the two, the V and the 3.6. Very similar dash. Your big difference is, well, your instrument clusters are not in red like in the V series. You have different modes in this car than you do in the other car. This has an economy mode. This has different transmission modes, which is really nice, but nothing like that V, I'm sorry. There's a big difference between the $30,000. It really does make a big difference. But the handling on this steering wheel, you can feel it's a thick steering wheel, but you can feel the difference in the V. It's a lot thicker. It's easier to grab onto. Not that this isn't. This is a fantastic steering wheel, especially with this leather wrapped. All right, here we go. You still got all the power. It still wants to go. Oh yeah, feel that. Big difference in that transmission from what they've changed in the past. I just love the visibility of this car. I think it's a perfect size car. It's very easy to handle, even though it's a pretty heavy car, but it handles like a dream. Cadillac just does not ride like they used to. It's a totally different feel today. How they've still made it feel like a Cadillac, you know, after all of these years, but the power and the direction that they're going is just unbelievable. I'm really looking forward to the future. Okay guys, we're finishing up on our ATS V segment in our whole video here. We've talked about coupes, we've talked about sedans, we've talked about 3.6 liters, we've talked about 3.6 twin turbos with 464 horsepower. Unbelievable the way they're making these cars today. I hope you enjoyed everything, and thanks again for visiting us at Village Cadillac here in Homosassa. Again, my name is Joseph Separano. Please set up a consultation so we can sit down and discuss your Cadillac needs. Thank you again.